So in the last video, I was speaking about telling the truth. And I said that, well, a lot of people are actually scared to say the truth because, they might get fired from their work. But guess what? That actually happened to me. I didn't technically get fired, but they kind of told me that I either have to stop making videos or I can't work there anymore. So basically, for those of you that don't know my story, I actually graduated from London School of Economics. And when I left university, I worked in the city for a bit. Then I started working in events and marketing for many years. And then I got into acting for a bit. And then I got into a relationship. And during that relationship, I thought that, well, I studied politics and international relations. Why don't I go and teach it? So I ended up getting a job as a teacher in different schools, such as Chelsea Academy. And I was working in Chelsea Academy for almost a year. And I had this idea that, well, I really like lecturing and I really like educating these young kids. And, they respond really well to me. I was probably one of the most popular teachers in school. So I was like, why don't I scale this? Why don't I start making videos in which I start explaining, complex political ideas and just basically making videos to inform people, going against the narrative, criticizing things that I don't think are right in society, and basically going against the mainstream narrative. And I started making videos. I think I made my first video, exactly a year ago in September. And then it was about Donald Trump. Then my second video was probably about LGBTQ. I started making these videos, and funnily enough, my students, without me telling them, actually found my videos online, and then it became this big thing in the school. And they loved it because they said, oh, it's a breath of fresh air, so on and so forth. But then after a month, the people in Chelsea Academy, they called me to the office, the headmaster, and says, well, Eunice, I've heard that, you've been releasing videos and it's very political, and, you can't be making these type of videos and work here at the same time. So I was like, first of all, you're only Chelsea Academy. You're not Harvard University. But even Harvard University, we have lecturers and professors that work there, such as, Jordan Peterson and many others that release videos on YouTube, and they have millions of followers. So I was like, what makes you think you're so special? There are top university lecturers that release videos, and they're allowed to do it, but I can't do it as a teacher for a GCSE and A-level at Chelsea Academy. What you're saying doesn't make sense. And then they try to twist it and say, well, it's our policy. Our teachers are not really supposed to have social media, and they're not really supposed to post stuff online, and their profiles should be private. And then I was like, I didn't know about this policy. You never told me about this policy. So I knew they were making it up. They just didn't like the fact that I was going against the narrative. I was criticizing things such as LGBTQ. I was criticizing things such as the rise of Islamism, so on and so forth. So they gave me the ultimatum and said, look, if you want to continue your videos, you cannot work here. And basically what I done is that I stopped making videos for about 2 months. This is from like October to December, because I was like, look, I need the job, and is paying my bills. But then luckily towards the end of last year, I managed to make some money on the side, and it was much more than what I was earning as a teacher. So I was like, you know what, I've earned good money now, I don't really need my day job anymore. So around December, I decided I'm going to hand my notice in, and I told them I'm not coming back from January because I'm going to follow my passion. I'm going to do what's right. Okay? You cannot keep me here and tell me to shut up and not make videos when that's actually my passion. I love to teach people, but teaching is not really my passion. And as you know, if you work with teenagers, it's not actually easy to work with teenagers. So I handed my notice in, and funnily enough, on January of this year, I went viral. So basically I made the right decision because I risked it all. I spoke the truth. I technically left my job, and I risked it all to do what I do. So when people say to me, oh, well, I can't say what I really want to say because I might get fired from my job, I say, well, I've been in that situation and I've still done it. I know not everyone wants to make videos like I do, and not everyone is passionate as I am. But I feel like we need to break this glass ceiling of cancel culture and basically not saying what we really want to say because we're scared. We're stuck in this matrix where we care about our jobs, our bills, our family, our friends, and everyone just shuts up. And that's why they call it the silent majority. And maybe that's why I blew up really fast in the last 9 months, is because I say things that people are already thinking, right? So it's not controversial at all. It's just a silent majority. So I encourage everyone not to follow trends, to think critically and say what you want to say. And I want to say to my previous school, Chelsea Academy, that said to me, oh, you cannot work here because of the videos that you do. And it's funny because you know what? We actually had a massive LGBTQ flag at the entrance of our school, right? And we had like people, like we had National Day where all the people were, wearing the flag of their country. Some people were wearing the flag of Morocco, Iran, Saudi Arabia, England, France. And then we had some students that were wearing the LGBTQ flag. And I was like, well, that's not a nationality. That's not right. And you know what my opinions are on the whole gender madness of multiple different genders and, hundreds of different identities or unlimited identities, so on and so forth. So they saw my videos and they said, well, this doesn't go with our narrative. We had a big Muslim big population of Muslim people in the school. They saw my videos probably about Islam and said, well, we can't have that. So it was all about political correctness. It was all about cancel culture. It's all about basically gagging me and saying you can't make videos anymore and work here at the same time. But guess what? I only stopped for 2 months, got it to December, made my money on the side, left my job, and now I'm killing it in the social media business, and I'm doing what I'm doing and what I love. And I've already been on TV and I've been viral many, many times now with, tens of millions of views. So I took the risk and it paid off for me. Okay. And I feel like other people need to do the same thing. It's not just about me. I just want to inspire other people to come and speak the truth. Okay. So do not be afraid. Speak your mind. Let's break the matrix together. Thank you for watching.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.